Yo, well, what is happening? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to another video. But depending where you are from, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to the channel. Welcome back. I don't know what else to do for an intro. People kind of said my intro were a bit boring, so I'm kind of trying to at least liven the video up at the start. So anyway, big thank you to everybody who absolutely smashed, as I'm going to keep saying, that like button yesterday. We got over 100 views within 24 hours. So here we go, guys, doing another video. So if you want to see another video about XDefiant within the next 24 hours, or however long it takes to get 100 likes, continue to smash that like button. But a big thank you to you all. You know, at this moment in time, YouTube's getting more views than it has for a long time. And obviously, I'm trying to make content for my subscribers. So, you know, the like button is a great gauge, comments, interaction between us all. But ultimately, I want to make videos what you guys and girls want to watch. So here we are again. And I just want to put this comment up on the stream from Welsh Culture. I was actually going to make this video anyway. However, he's just reminded me, so to speak, so a big thank you to that. And again, guys, if you've got any ideas for videos, content, leave a comment in the comment section, guys. I read every single one of them, so please make sure you do that, because your actual comment may appear in a video and we may discuss it. It can be regarding any video game you've got a view on. Hopefully an outspoken one, because that's kind of what we do on this channel. We don't really follow the meta, so to speak, of you know, what all the shill channels do. We kind of, you know, don't do that. There's millions of channels what do that. We kind of want to be on the side of a bit more controversial topics, you know, stuff like that. So anyway, he goes on to say, I'm loving the game, but I'd still prefer Call of Duty. But hopefully XDefiant does really well to push COD and make it better, because that's all he wants. And that pretty much sums up my entire kind of take on this. While XDefiant on its own is a good game, when we talk about Call of Duty doesn't really care anymore about 6v6 multiplayer. Let's be real. It doesn't care about 6v6 multiplayer. It doesn't really care about making a good zombies game. They pulled the original DMZ, what they called DMZ beta. The only thing they care about is Warzone. I think that would have been a correct thing to say maybe 12 months ago. However, Warzone isn't pulling in the player numbers what Call of Duty's had for a long time. A lot of people are kind of a bit upset that DMZ went away. A lot of people are upset that, yeah, they said we were going to get zombies, but they didn't essentially want DMZ zombies. They wanted proper zombies. However, you've got a game out now called Secure Ritual. If you've not heard of that, it's basically like old school zombies. Really good game. Go and check that one out. I think I've done a video about it on my channel before. I think that the effects of Secure Ritual, a lot of zombies players playing that. Warzone, I don't think... This is kind of my opinion. I don't think I'm 100% right with this. I'm pretty confident, but again, leave your comments, let me know. I think that people are kind of turning away now from all these Battle Royale games. I think people have got sick of how sweaty the games have become. And they want a more casual experience. You've got to look at the likes of Helldivers 2. Look how incredibly popular that game was. I know that's got its own problems now. But look at how popular that game was. Extraction shooters, Tarkov, Arena Breakout Infinite, Grey Warfare Zone, or whatever it's called. I think people now don't want a really sweaty video game. There's obviously going to be people who want that, don't get me wrong, but I think the general consensus is that people are sick of playing Battle Royales. If you agree or disagree with me, guys, let me know in the comment section, because again, it's not just my view, it's the views of my viewers. And I think really the next Call of Duty update is going to be interesting, because obviously everybody's getting excited because it's Black Ops 6. They're coming out saying that it's the first game to have a full 4-year, you know, development cycle. Well, what are we going to get? You know, they've not told us anything. If Call of Duty want to get more sales, all they have to do is pretty simple. Right, Black Ops 6, we've got old school zombies in the game. Multiplayer, we're going to have more 6v6, you know, traditional type maps in the game. We're going to get rid of skill-based matchmaking, apart from ranked playlists, and we're bringing back DMZ 2.0. I think with the kind of amount of people who work, well, the resources what Activision have at their disposal with Call of Duty, they could easily achieve all that if they wanted to. Are they going to do that? I don't think they are. I think they're just going to put together a pretty shitty Call of Duty experience like we've had for years now. And that's why I'm kind of highlighting this comment from Welsh Culture. If XDefiant does really well, it's going to take more players away from Call of Duty. You know, the 6v6 player base, which, yes, I know there's not as many left in that player base as what there once was, but nonetheless, it's still taking players away. So, ultimately, are XDefiant going to actually force Activision's hand in to actually, you know, let's look at it this way, removing skill-based matchmaking? I think that's the big one. That's the question of the day, guys. Do you think if XDefiant continues to do as well as what it's doing, will Activision remove skill-based matchmaking from Call of Duty? Answer me that one in the comment section. It'll be interesting to see what you all think. I miss DMZ. I think DMZ was a great mode, a very, very casual extraction shooter. Lots of things to do. But ultimately, that's the thing. I hope XDefiant does well, just because, again, it's another 6v6 shooter, which is great. But secondary to that, it's also going to try to force, well, it may force Activision, Call of Duty, whatever, to remove skill-based matchmaking in their game. That's ultimately what I think would be great, because competition breeds inequality. And for a long time, Call of Duty has not had a competitor in, you know, 6v6 multiplayer. And there's been other Battle Royale games out there, stuff like that, but I just think it's time now. I think it's time that skill-based matchmaking gets removed from Call of Duty, and XDefiant may do that. Again, they didn't really care about skill-based matchmaking in 6v6 just because Warzone was carrying the whole franchise. I think Warzone has carried Call of Duty for a while. However, I think Activision made a big mistake actually getting rid of DMZ, because a lot of people were annoyed with that. They thought that the player base who they stopped from playing DMZ from, well, essentially, I know you can still play DMZ, but they stopped putting new content in it. I thought Activision just wrongly assumed that all those people would go back and play Warzone. Maybe 50% did, but 50% didn't. And for Activision's business model to continue working, they have to have players playing the game. If people aren't playing the game, the people aren't there to buy all their microtransactions and add-ons and all that kind of stuff. Because obviously Warzone, free to play, you know, they need people to play the game. If nobody's playing the game, they are screwed. Their business model will simply not work. And when Black Ops 6 comes out, from what I've been reading in my comment sections as well, and guys, you know, feel free to add another comment, will you be buying Black Ops 6? I will buy it just because I'm a YouTuber. Well, I say I'm a YouTuber. YouTube is my hobby, my pastime. I do a couple of videos talking about how trash Black Ops 6 is. I get my money back. And if I talk about how bad Black Ops 6 is, assuming it's going to be bad, you know, let's try to be optimistic, guys, but you know, who in their own right mind thinks that Black Ops 6 is going to be a decent game? Again, let me know in the comment section. It'd be funny if somebody does. Remember, keep it civil as well. Does anybody really think Black Ops 6 is going to be any different to all the other shite we've had, you know, for the last 3 or 4 years? I certainly don't think so. So, yeah, XDefiant, it's good that Call of Duty's got a competitor for 6v6. Is it going to force Call of Duty's hand to actually remove skill-based matchmaking from the game? I ultimately don't know, guys. That's what I hope that happens. But who knows, guys? You know, Activision, as long as they're making record profits, they don't really care. And again, they come out, what was it, about 6 months ago, saying they've made record profits again for the last year. So, yeah, while they're making record profits, guys, let's be real, nothing's going to change. Even if they was making record profits, and I know this sounds stupid, but I'm just trying to, you know, make a point as clear as possible. Say if only 3 people was playing Call of Duty, right? And those 3 people were spending £1 billion each, you know, in microtransactions. They would be happy. They don't care if they've got 3 players playing or 3 million players playing. All they care about is revenue generated as, well, a profit generated for the last 12 months. And if that's higher than ever, they're not going to change anything. So, again, my opinions, guys. Not saying I'm right, not saying I'm wrong on this one. But ultimately, it's good now that Call of Duty's got, well, XDefiant as a valid competitor. All right, love you all. Take it easy. Look forward to reading your comments. Goodbye for now. And if you haven't liked the video, like the video, guys. 100 likes, we'll upload a video straight away. Even if it's in 3 hours, I'll get my ass out of bed and do a video. All right, love you all. Take it easy. Goodbye for now.